I've been doing Bowen Therapy for the last 8 years. Bowen's really good when usual treatment hasn't worked, and often people come to me saying, "I've seen physio, I've seen osteo, I've seen chiro, I've seen whatever," and it's helped a lot, but it hasn't got rid of the problem completely, or they got hurt by some exercise, and people get really scared and don't come back after that sort of experience. So if they did go back, their problem can be rectified. That's therapists are used to that kind of thing, making changes and stuff like that. But so people come and I'll, as soon as people are saying this sort of stuff, I'll go, let's try a different route. Let's try Bowen Therapy. Bowen's got a very different way that it addresses the body. It does a top of rolling motion that's putting a different kind of input into the nervous system and into the fascial system, which is both big messenger systems in your body, and they help the brain to regulate what's happening in different areas. When there's been injury and illness, injury and pain in an area for a long time, that area of the body sends out altered signals. It's not normal signals because it's a threat signal it's sending out all the time. So Bowen can actually help deregulate that threat signal to make it normalize. And it's not uncommon when people say that, sometimes they say, I just feel like my whole right side isn't connecting to my left, or my arm doesn't connect to my body, it just feels off and different. And I listen to when people say stuff like, they don't feel right, they feel off. They are. It's just, even though a test mightn't pick it up, people are very sensitive with their body generally. And so we do a session, and halfway through the session, they're like, oh, my arm just reconnected. Or I feel that's just, my body feels completely different. Some people say, I feel younger. Some people get really thirsty during the session. It's like all the water that's in the body already gets sucked into the fascia to help create the piezoelectric charges that the moves make. It's amazing to watch what happens on a sort of neurological level, a fascial level, all sorts of things. And some people just feel, some people say, I didn't feel sick, but now I feel positively well. I hear that stuff all the time. It's what Bowen Therapy does. That's my daily life is doing this sort of stuff with people. It's amazing, and it's incredibly meaningful, the things that Bowen does for people, and that I'll be the person that can help in that position with my training and faith in what Bowen Therapy does and can do, and that sort of stuff. It's amazing. One thing that I see quite often is people coming with jaw issues or sort of weird sort of problems in their head. They may be related to their tailbone, a tailbone injury, a fracture, or just a big bump many years ago, whiplash injury, stuff like that. But they've got something going on with the jaw, and there's some really bloody good dentists in Canberra who are doing some really interesting stuff with muscle testing and things to tell how to get the jaw more forward if it's too back. I had one lady come and she said, my dentist said the maxilla, this part of this bone here, was too big for her face. And it's like, for her, it's like, what are you going to do? It's not much she can do. And that was causing big problems with her headaches and all sorts of stuff. So she thought. I did Bowen Therapy with her, and the headaches went away. She had was on painkillers every day for 1 year for headaches, and massage. She would go get a massage because things felt so tight in her neck and things, and it would release the tension, but it would always give her a massive headache. And I said, I don't want the person giving you a headache because you come to see me for massage. Let's try a different way. Let's try this Bowen Therapy way. And as he's laying there on the table doing absolutely nothing, her breathing rate was 30 breaths a minute, which it should be about 10 to 20 breaths a minute. That's normal. She come back a week later, hadn't had a headache all week, no painkillers at all. And as she's laying on the table for the second session, I just noticing her breathing 15 breaths a minute. No breathing changes, no breathing training, just the Bowen Therapy regulating the signals that are in the body. Just amazing. But in terms of like what the problem she had with her head and the jaw structure, if that was causing the headaches, the Bowen Therapy had rectified it, and 2 years later, still no headaches. There was a treated maybe 8 times in 2 years. Like a dentist sending me people because they've seen how useful Bowen Therapy is for altering jaw position, so they don't have to do such dramatic dental work. That's amazing to see, and I see that nearly every time I do the jaw work in Bowen Therapy. I hope that's useful to you.